What's going on, everybody? Turn this off here. I'm out here working on my 92 Eagle Talon. A lot of people haven't seen it in a long time, but I've still got it. A 1992 Eagle Talon TSI all-wheel drive automatic. And I've had this car for a long time, man. I don't know how long it's been. I think I'm going on probably 12 or 13 years with this car, honestly. Maybe longer. I think it is longer, actually. Probably, let's say 15 years. I can't remember the exact date that I got it, but I've had it. And it's, as a DSM owner, it's been a decent car. Has it had its fair share of issues? Yes. But any car that you modify for performance usually will have some issues. And DSMs get a real bad rep because of the fact that they break a lot. But they do break a lot due to the fact that people don't spend a lot of money on preventative maintenance to not break a lot. So, example, they crank it up to like 400 or 500 horsepower on a bunch of stock drivetrain, and it breaks, and they get mad, and they're like, "Oh my God, this thing's such a piece, man. I wish this car wasn't such a pile. I want to sell it or part it out." Well, that's what happens. I mean, you don't upgrade other things will break. So the motor, if you didn't already know, it's a 4G63T, 2 liter. Mine's a 2 liter. It's got forged rods and pistons. Right now, it's got a FP manifold and a precision 5858 tile wastegate, pretty normal. It's got a JMF fab intake. Transmission's built by Darren Thomas out of Oklahoma City. Converter is a Hughes converter. I've got a little nitrous on it for the stall, and tile wastegate. I mean, it's basic DSM setup for the most part. With an automatic car, it's nothing crazy. Full interior car still. I didn't want to hack it up. It's pretty clean interior actually for a 92. So yeah, still got both seats in here. Darren Thomas did the little B&M shifter in there. Can't really see it too well. A little ratchet shifter. So, but yeah, I love this car. I want to keep doing more things with it. I kind of put it on the back burner, started building a bunch of LS stuff, but I've always kept this thing going. Whether it's kind of kept on kicking me in the butt or not. So what I'm doing right now is I'm in the process of removing this removing this precision turbo. Nothing's wrong with it. I just want to upgrade to a force performance unit that I bought off of Nate Christensen. He owns Performance Part Out, or owned Performance Part Out, and I got a really good deal on it. And it is supposed to be the end all be all baddest stock bolt-on turbo there is for this application. So what I mean by stock bolt-on turbo, it's in the stock location. I still use the factory exhaust placement. So it's got factory location exhaust. It doesn't come out the sides, it comes out the rear, like factory did. And I like that. So, but here is the new-ish unit. It's been lightly used. But here it is. The FP Zero. You can kind of see that, kind of focus. It says DSM right there on there. And this is supposed to be the baddest bolt-on turbo there is. So, I'm hoping it is. What's going on, Todd? Yep. Hopefully it will be sweet with a new turbo and a new freeze plug. We've got the whole pile of freeze plugs right here. Got the OEM Mitsubishi freeze plugs. Yep. Yep, I like the sandals too. So, yep. so that's what I'm doing right now. Got all of the exhaust manifold nuts off here and took the turbo feed line off, the oil feed line, loosened up the intercooler pipe, coupler, and we'll be getting under the car here pretty soon. Got to take off the downpipe and the turbo drain. And yeah, so that'll give full access to the front of the motor. So the real reason I took this deal down, I've been wanting to do the turbo, and what motivated me to do that was a rusted out freeze plug here in the front of the motor. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of dark. But a freeze plug rusted out, started leaking. I like to run the car periodically so the E85 doesn't destroy everything as far as the fuel filter and fuel system. I've had issues with that in the past where it kind of gums up. But yeah, so I pulled it out of the shop. It started leaking, and I was like, that's odd. So did a little investigation, and the front freeze plug actually was the issue. I'll walk over here. This was my issue. Right there. Yeah, right there. It wasn't as big of a hole. We punched it out with a screwdriver, but yeah, that's it. It was rusted out. So I talked to my friend BJ. He's like, man, it's probably got some other rust here in the other freeze plugs. So it probably would be a wise idea to check the other freeze plugs. And I was like, well, in order to gain access to those other freeze plugs, I really have to gain the access to the back or the front of the motor here, which is hidden by the exhaust manifold. So in order to get to that, you got to take the exhaust manifold off, take that water pipe off, and you can get to the majority of them there. And then also have to take the intake manifold off to get to the back. So that kind of motivated everything. And if you're a hot rodder or whatever you do, you know how everything escalates. So that's where I'm at with this. Just want to give you guys a little update. I haven't been too active on YouTube. Just been kind of living life, traveling around, and having fun. So I figured it was time to turn on the old YouTube and give you guys a live update. You know, way easier than editing everything just to go live. Obviously, everybody seems to be doing that right now, just live broadcast. So just giving you guys an update. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm going to get back to work on this. And if you guys need anything, shoot me a message. If you guys have any questions about anything on this build, shoot me a message. And if you guys want to get any merch, www.nxgonzovideo.com. Always appreciate the support. I'm going to get back to work. Thanks for watching.